Chris Aquinas on the east side of New Britain, where it all actually began in his coaching journey.
Make a play for his team.
Galette feeling that.
Outside for Galette with 5. Galette with 4. Underneath the rim.
Second chance points for Nico. And a steal. He's got 12 points, and he's going to go to the...
Well defensively in the game to the red flash. Galette. A call here.
Against Brown. They feed Galette with 6 on the shot clock. Galette hangs and hits!
Dean Reber. Reber defensively here as Galette shows the ball. Fade.
Pushing up the floor for Galette. Stepping through.
Underneath. Feeds it outside to Galette. He'll fire it up from...
2 timeouts in his pocket if things go haywire. John...
They met for the first time ever on the Sacred Heart campus last year. That's a nice...
Including one against the St. Francis team. Galette again with the pull-up.
Johnson hands off for Nico Galette from way downtown.
They call it a 2. For the moment, 11 points for Hyatt in double figures regardless. And...
This touchdown pass to Nico Galette.
For the sling.
The only player in double figures for Sacred Heart.
No, Sixsmith inside. Pavlidis did a good job of showing himself from the weeks
that he had a bigger defender on him who was able to get used to the dribble.
A whole lot of that here in this first half, which has kind of been the reason why there's been a lot of turnovers, because they've been forcing their passes when no one's been open.
Sacred Heart trying to run. Galette, that's...
To Solomon. 5 on the timer. Galette faces up on Policelli. Fade away. Galette.
Absolutely.
Galette with a quick theft.
The Pioneers also look to figure out what that rotation is going to look like come Thursday.
For Galette, who can't shake Hyatt. Now tries a long 2.
To ever turn down good Italian.
Indeed. The Hawks not having much luck with the ball since they've gone to the bench.
Galette.
Well, Sixsmith stripped it, and now they go ahead to the other end where the shot is good. Nico Galette.
Taking a peek at the starting 5 tonight for Sacred Heart. You noted a couple of injuries, so Joey Riley fills in at point guard.
Pioneers got to run a quick play. They get it into Galette, who throws down.
The Cage done really well defensively in the game to the red flash. Galette. A call here, gets it off the window.
The NEC from Easton, Massachusetts. Galette off the window, friendly roll.
Riley.
Whoa.
And nice dish to the cutting Galette.
Who's been the most effective Golden Bear tonight. He's now 6 of 7.
They take a lot of threes, but they're not going down today. Galette steps inside the arc and knocks down the...
Galette, can he get going? Can he face up?
Against Reed, that's a good matchup, and he hits.
And given terrific minutes because he's just stayed in front and played with verticality. And Nico Galette
helping with 7 to shoot. Galette, McCabe all over him. Galette with the fadeaway, he's got it. 3. He's working up top with Giles. They have Cohen inside. Pester there by Galette and a 2v1. Galette takes matters into his own hands.
Distraction from behind him.
Galette the take to his left hand. The Pioneers hoping for playoff hockey at Martiri Family Arena and playoff basketball here in March at the Pitt Center.
The rebound in front of Bethea. Sacred Heart can tie or take the lead. They tie.
I'm glad, you know, I think we've worked enough games, Joe, where we could really partner up.
Tonight as well for Sacred Heart. A couple players who are injured in the starting backcourt, as a matter of fact.
Off the screen from Johnson. Feeds the big fella. Here's Galette. Policelli trying to stick with him. High off glass.
You say, okay, I got him out of the post. I got him out of his comfort zone. But he has capabilities of getting to the rim.
Galette with a steal.
Galette going to try again. He drives, floats it. Count the basket.
For his first minutes. 6-foot guard from Ware, Massachusetts. The Pioneers get the steal. Give and go! It's Galette. Called. He got smacked in the face. He blinks as Galette gets it. Sees an opening. Galette, the layup. Good!
The headband, sleeves, and the sneakers to match. Played on a mini Nerf hoop in his grandparents' basement.
Both teams played good 28-29 minutes and couldn't finish the job. Straight on trip half. Tanaj Petway and Keenan Fitzmaurice with 5 for Stony Brook. And Galette
now gets the turnover. Chance to get out on the break for the Pioneers.
Solomon, wild layup attempt, but Galette.
The ball, 15 to shoot. 1 minute to go in regulation. Nico Galette drives, hangs, puts it up. It's good! Sacred Heart.
Galette. Operating. Foul. Riley. Bounce pass for Galette. 9-23 Merrimack.
High-low.
Galette. Represent the conference in the dance should they win. Sacred Heart second. St. Francis in third.
But needs to find a way to get to that right hand. So far, struggling to do so. They need to get him going, get called. And he hasn't lost his composure. He stayed the course. And, man, over the last 5 minutes, he's been terrific.
Galette taking on McCabe with the pull-up and a foul for Nick.
As Anthony Latina goes to Thomas, who's been his most consistent player by far today. Galette off the window.
Mismatch like that, and the guys underneath the basket's a smaller guy. Throw it where he can go towards the basket instead of throwing it short like that.
Galette with 16. All sorts of moves today. He's going to get it. Trying to open up a 3-possession lead. They give it to Riley with 14 points. Picks up his dribble. Galette with 8 to shoot. Wag tonight due to illness. Second leading scorer in the league at 17.3 points a game. And now one of their starters in foul trouble early. Johnson looking to cross over. Delancey. Galette again inside, this time possession right now.
Yeah, this is huge. And this is where Nico has to step up. Lead with your play.
Go foul, so you know something went awry there.
That's Nico Galette, their leading scorer, right to the...
Covington stripped to the basketball. Galette takes it away. Sixsmith picked it up. Galette off the window. Started with an old-fashioned three-point play. Tanner Thomas, backdoor cut to Galette, the reverse layup. Handoff is to Galette. He takes a three, and he nails it.
Actually thought he blocked out offensively, which a lot of players don't do. You know, you can block out on the offensive. When you look at Western New England, we talked about the injuries they have. Restall's a terrific player. Harrison.
Down to 8 on the shot clock for Nico Galette. The drive, spin, basket, and the foul. Near head, it's half court. Here, Coach Bite court. Galette a three. It's good.
Their butt, pick them up after you knock them down, but they have to feel your presence.
Galette knocks down.
Hakeem with a bounce pass right to Bryce Johnson. The take, he goes for the two-hand slam and misses. Galette finds the rebound.
Up their intensity, they're getting some easy hoops. That time, there's just no stepping up now with the injuries to two starters and really doing it on the offensive end.
Brian Guyton. Galette. Face row as well. Galette into the paint. Sky hook is good.
Always have them guessing every time they come down the floor.
Well, that time it worked out for Sacred Heart.
Great
that
defense
one
by Galette.
hits the side of the backboard, and Galette's got the rebound. He puts a nice move on off the window. Nico Galette, a dead-on three. It's good.
Fouling 1-1. Sacred Heart has shown that they can let some free throws go begging at the free throw line, even at home.
It's an 11-point game. Nico Galette got inside. They don't foul. At East Catholic. Here's a steal by Galette. Getting back, Escara. He slips inside with a scoop and score. Johnson, the bounce pass to Riley in the skip. Galette. A three. It's good.
That's one thing I know about Latini. He's going to ride his guys.
Six-Smith feeds Galette. Strong to the cup for two more. Bryce Johnson. Joey Riley, the great scorer at East Catholic High School, more than 2,000 high school points distributing.
15 points a game and over 3 assists per ball game. So, yeah, a guy like Giles is going to be very important today for St. Francis.
St. Francis now up 19-17 on those two free throws. Pull-up jump shot and a friendly.
Espinal Guzman for Galette. Nico, long three, and he's got another one. That's
was bringing the ball up the court, but there wasn't a legitimate attempt at gaining an advantage and a disadvantage. So I think it's a proper call, but it's an interesting call. It's a judgment call.
Nico Galette.
Play hard. That's something that you practice. Give Hartford staff a lot of credit. These kids are showing early on they have no quitting them. Now, there's a lot of time to go. Anybody can win this.
on the 8-footer. Ahead for Galette, trying to bull his way to the basket.
And the three-point barrage continues for the Hawks as Galette.
Johnson to the top. Galette takes a straightaway three and knocks it down. Galette drives. Off the window, he hangs and bangs.
What type of play? The guy looks like he can still play now.
Nico Galette. Two. They didn't secure the steal. Galette now looking for the answer from three. Rips it. Looking like they are going to come away with their first win of the year unless Sacred Heart has a crazy comeback in the last 3 minutes. Nico Galette up.
Run and gun. Smith off the window, too strong. Galette, a second chance. He lays it in. And on a three, Shockley Okeke inside. Solomon forces the turnover. Raheem Solomon with a fast break. Leaves his feet and a bounce pass in transition to Nico.
Espinal Guzman kicks it out. Galette, long three. Nothing but net. McGuire. Inside Galette, who's trying to back down on Grisby. Side giving no ground. 10 to shoot for Nico. And he's able to use.
Big game, 15 points, 13 rebounds after that last one. Galette.
But Riley gets it to go. Now Bryce Johnson. Too short. Galette with the rebound.